Still got your arm.
Knock the fuck out. You talk that shit, I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Has begun. Rolando Rolly Romero versus El Rayo Valenzuela. They trade remarks, and it almost goes down right there in the lobby. That's what I want to talk about. What blows like a 12-gauge shotty. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. You guys seen the clip at the beginning? That was captured. Danny Garcia fought Jose Benavidez Jr. this weekend, over the weekend, in New York, Barclays Center. You know, solid fight. And it was a PBC event. 2 PBC fighters pulled up, amongst others. But that was El Rayo and Rolly, right? Now, El Rayo is Team Benavidez. You know, he's with the same people. So he was probably going there to support Jose Benavidez, who lost, you know, pretty much a lopsided fight to Danny Garcia. And he was, like I said, lending his support to, I think he's from Seattle as well, or actually from Arizona as well. And I think he was just lending his support. But the video you guys just seen shows El Rayo and Rolly trading words. They were going back and forth. There was some expletives and different things that they were saying. And you heard El Rayo threaten and warn Rolly, saying, hey, I'll knock you out. I'll knock you out. And he was a bit further and he started encroaching. And then Rolly, it sounded like, you know, the audio is not the best, but it sounded like Rolly said, you see that cut on your face? I gave that to you. So I'm not sure if they sparred in the past, but listen, this is a great fight. Now, Rolly last fight, he fought Gervonta Davis and he was knocked out, but Tank knocks out virtually everybody except for Isaac Pitbull Cruz and one other guy. And I don't really even count the other guy that Tank did knock out the same, because he didn't go 12 rounds with Tank. You know, Isaac Pitbull Cruz is the only person that went 12 with Tank and in a pro fight. And Tank Davis had an injured hand, so, you know, we never know how the fight would have played out if he was hand healthy. But it is what it is. Tank got by, boxed well, and pulled out a victory. Rolly versus Tank was probably a different fight than people expected. I think Rolly was way more composed, and he showed a lot more poise than we're used to seeing. And he looked like he was really trying to knock Tank out, and he was trying to think about his moves before he made them, things like that. So it was pretty intense, because you knew that both guys have a lot of power and didn't like each other, and there's a lot of animosity during fight week. Tank, you know, being Tank, found him, caught him with a shot in round 6. You know, Rolly kind of fell in, and Tank is just too explosive and powerful and quick. Boom, murder she wrote. It was over. But Rolly needs to get back into the picture despite losing to Tank, and I think this is an amazing fight. You know, I don't know how much either guy wants it other than what they've said in this video, but as a fan, I would pay for this. I like this. El Rayo and Rolly. So hopefully PBC hears this. Hopefully PBC sees the video and decides that we can capitalize on that, you know? And it's just an interesting dynamic. The two have kind of been back and forth before. El Rayo expresses his thoughts, and like basically I remember Rolly had an opponent and an opponent had to pull out for some reason, and Rolly needed an opponent, and El Rayo stepped up and said, hey, I'll fight you. And I don't know if they were cool previously to that, but right around that time, I don't know if Rolly liked it, and it looked like there was some friction between the two, and I don't know if it's ever been repaired or ever been the same. So since that point, it's kind of been back and forth, and the two seemingly don't really get along. And then they were in the same place at the same time for the Danny Garcia Jose Benavidez fight, and you see the clip at the beginning, you see what transpired. It looked like it could have got ugly real quick. So glad it didn't turn into anything. These fighters got to be smart, you know. This is not Mike Tyson versus Mitch Green in the 80s, like 88 or whatever. The fighters got to be smart. It doesn't make sense to street fight when you're a pro boxer and you could get paid to fight somebody. So for me, if I was either one of them young guys, I would be looking at my manager, my advisor, and like, you know, my team and trying to set that up. Like I said, you know, it's cool for cameras and for fans to gossip. you know, and that's what the game, a lot of the people in the game like, you know, the gossip if they were to get into an altercation. But to me, like I said, make some money off it. If you're gonna fight and you're a pro boxer, you might as well make some money off it. It don't really make sense to tear up a hotel lobby and scare innocent bystanders and all that. Get a sanctioned fight, settle that, you know, at the very least spar. But, you know, for me, for the greedy fan in me, I want to see it. So there's no guarantee if they sparred that we'll all get to see it. So I want to see it. I think it's a great fight. And hopefully PBC, you know, they start mixing it, because quiet is kept. Premier boxing champions, they got a lot of up-and-comers and names at 135 that would all, you can round robin the dudes. And then this could establish a future fight for Gervonta Davis. You got Isa Pitbull Cruz with Manny Pacquiao Promotions. I want to say to my promoter, I believe in Isa Cruz is the Pitbull. Right? You got him, Isa Pitbull Cruz. You got El Rayo, Valenzuela. You got Rolly, who's still there. Frank Martin, Michelle Rivera. You know what I'm saying? You got some heat. You got some heat right there at 135. And I want to see it. You know, I really wish they would do kind of like a Super 6 and, you know, see who's the last man standing of that bunch. And I think a great starting point would even be like El Rayo versus Rolly. But really, you can mix and match any of these guys. You know, they're talking about Frank Martin fighting Chris Colbert. You know, the winner of that fight the winner of Rolly versus El Rayo. You know, there's a lot of different ways you could splice this. And, you know, I like having young divisions. And what I call young divisions is like a lot of guys under 30, and they all have potential, and they're all trying to make their mark like Zorro. They're trying to leave their mark in the game, because that's when you round robin those guys and then see who, you know, what the cream rises to the top. You see who kind of remains. In the last 30 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics, and it showed me 50% of the people that watch my content for free on YouTube subscribe. The other 50% did not. So you could change that right now. I like to grow my channel organically. You can help that. So for the latest boxing news, the latest and greatest, I am the best in the business. So help spread the word, reach one, teach one, SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you guys think. El Rayo, Rolly, encounter, traded some hostile remarks. Hopefully they fight. Let me know what you guys think. If you have anything else to chime in, leave that in the comments. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.